Jesse, WWE Talk Show History. Welcome to Wrestling Untold. This is episode 67.
67, yep.
In this episode, we're going to be talking about all the WWE wrestlers that came back.
Yeah, Triple H at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And 2 wrestlers that are coming back. No, actually 3 wrestlers that are coming back.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Carter, a.k.a. Skills All Day.
And I am Keaton, a.k.a. excited about this new wrestling, this new era. If you watched previous episodes, we talked about this new era that wrestling has come into. Go back and check out those episodes. We talked about who we wanted to see come back, and a couple of those people are on this list.
You excited, huh?
I'm
about
super
Triple H?
excited.
You want HHH Hunter to do the Attitude Era?
No, it's got to be something new. It's got to work for this era. So,
if he did Attitude Era, okay, let's dig in. So the first people to return,
SummerSlam.
Yep, SummerSlam. Dakota Kai and Io Sky.
Mm-hmm. So, and they came back with Bailey. So that was huge.
I don't know. Yeah, I lost.
Well, I think Bailey was on injured reserve. She had been injured for some while. We want her to come back for a while.
She's been injured for over a year.
Yeah, but they needed the perfect spot if they were going to bring her back.
Mm-hmm.
And Io Shirai, which is
Io Sky.
She's Io Sky now, or is she Io Sky?
No, Io Sky.
Io Sky.
IYO.
Okay, all right, whatever.
IYO.
And Dakota Kai is one of your
Mm-hmm.
favorites. I'm not a huge Dakota Kai fan, but I am interested to see what they're going to do with them. Talk about the tag teams, you know?
Yeah, it was a tag team. I think they may win the tag titles, but I think the tag titles will end at Clash at the Castle, and they already have a match.
Do they? They already have a match at Clash?
Bianca, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka facing Bailey, Io Sky, and Dakota. They're building up for I think they're building up for Bianca and Bailey at Rumble.
Okay.
Because essentially they got Survivor Series, unless they do TLC maybe.
But what if the tag titles don't end on Clash at Castle, because they're still in it, right?
Yeah.
As of today, they're still
round.
in it. Yeah, we've only seen 2 matches, and again, behind the scenes, we filmed this a week in advance. We just got back from vacation, you know, right back to work. But you know, we've only seen 2 matches so far.
That's all it's been.
Yeah, so
take it slow.
there could be another match on Monday and Friday in the first round, and then
one match every week.
We'll have 2 matches for each side left, and they'll probably give us another match one week, another one another week, and then we'll have the final 3 weeks from now, maybe. I don't know. Is that Clash at the Castle?
No, 3 weeks will be the finale.
Okay, all right. Oh, we'll see. So I think I'm excited about this tag team. I'm excited about the women's division because they've pillaged all the women from the women's division, and NXT also, all of their great young talent was like, you guys are gone. Who knows why?
Although I think Alexa Bliss and Asuka, for them to win the tag titles, so they and Bianca all have gold, and Bailey and her crew doesn't have gold. I think that's a Clash at the Castle match. I think that's what they're trying to.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, okay? Before we move forward, since we're still on the women, let's talk about our girls returning, who are rightfully still the women's tag champions, Sasha Banks and Naomi. They are slated to be back. I don't know what spot it is, but this is the way I would book it. You want to hear how I would book it? Yes.
Sure.
It's the same booking I do every time. It's the 2 title thing. I love the 2 titles. If you get a chance, watch the Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels Intercontinental match. They both were Intercontinental champions. One was a fake, one was a real, but you had 2 titles.
Who was the fake?
Shawn Michaels. Razor Ramon was the real champion, and then Razor Ramon ended up winning the match. But Sasha Banks and Naomi should come walking in with the titles on, and just at the time, as let's say, you know, Io Sky, and Io Sky and Dakota Kai just won the titles, and here comes Sasha Banks and Naomi out on the stage with the titles on, and it's like, hold up, who's the real tag team champions? We saw something similar with AEW, and it's basically with what's his name, CM Punk and John Moxley.
No, it wasn't really like
but
that.
CM Punk, they keep saying he's still the champion,
He is
and they're
the
calling
champion.
John Moxley the interim champ. So you're going to have champion versus champion. This is what we want to see, WWE.
I think that they should have gave CM Punk the belt.
No.
I think no. I said they think they should give CM Punk the belt. So he carries a belt, and John Moxley carries a belt, and they're staring their belts down.
Yeah. So
I don't know why CM Punk came alone.
This is what we want.
It
This is what we
doesn't
want,
make
WWE. 2 women's champions, tag champions. We don't want them to stay forever. We just want these 2 women to clash, and these are the true women tag titles.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's women tag team championships. It's been okay. I don't think it's been relevant since.
We need some excitement there.
I don't think it's been relevant since Boston Hug Connection, probably.
Yeah.
Not the heel Boston.
Yeah. So, let's move on. So,
let's go to.
Let's go. Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me.
He's drinking kombucha, so little gas.
Did you forget the kombucha?
I like the way Joe says it. Joe calls it bucha.
Okay.
So
Karrion Kross and Scarlett, they returned.
I think it was a week ago.
last. Nope, it was 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
They returned and attacked Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
Stared down Roman. Got the weird clock that they gave to
TikTok.
Like they gave to Keith Lee,
Mm-hmm.
which fireball in the eye.
Yeah.
I will never forget Karrion.
Yeah. And he has a new look. How do you feel about his new look?
I mean, I've seen his new look on Impact.
Oh, is that how he looked then? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So again,
he looks the same to me.
Greatest intro in the game today, because we're not going to include Undertaker.
What?
Greatest
No.
intro with Scarlett coming out.
No, Randy's intro is way better.
Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
No. You guys, we'll put up
John Cena's is better.
We'll put up a. We're going to put up a on Instagram. We'll put up a survey. Who has the best intro? Is it Randy Orton or is it Karrion Kross? Scarlett comes out and the music is just, it's all dark, it's smoke. It's such a great intro. You got to watch it. If you get a chance, YouTube it. But we're excited about this because that adds another person to the world title scene in WWE. And again, we're running out of people for Roman to face.
I mean, Randy Orton's injured.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is injured.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley, I don't know why he's getting the championship he got 15 years ago.
Yeah. And I honestly think that, like, with Karrion Kross, you don't rush him into that championship scene, but you have him stalk Roman. And then you guide Roman back into dropping that world title to when Cody Rhodes gets back. And then you have Karrion Kross say, okay, you know what? I don't have any beef with you, Roman. I want the title. And you move him back and you have a Karrion Kross versus Cody Rhodes rivalry. And you can run that for the next 2 years. I think that will work.
I think to start his career, I think a Karrion Kross versus Austin Theory rivalry would be good.
No, Austin Theory's not good enough.
What?
No, he's not good
For
enough.
NXT
And they're both
superstar?
heels. You want him to go against a babyface. And you want and the biggest babyface right now is Cody Rhodes, even though he's out. Some would say Roman.
Riddle's the biggest babyface right now.
Yes and no, but he's a tag competitor. He's not a singles competitor.
He's fought Roman for the Undisputed Championship. I mean, he's world. Sure.
Poor thing doesn't know how this thing works.
Sure, bro.
All right, so
Okay.
so we're excited about them. Okay,
Let's talk about Raw. Dexter Lumis.
Oh, he was in the crowd, right?
Yeah, he was in the crowd.
Love Dexter Lumis.
Black hood on.
Yeah.
Security's pulling him away.
Mm-hmm.
They pull his hood off, and actually, because I think he was trying to get in the ring, but security.
Who do you have him
Hold him
feud
back.
with? Dexter Lumis. He's on Raw, so who do you have him feud with on Raw?
Sami Zayn would be the best opponent for him, although he's on SmackDown.
Do you have him?
But I kind of think Kevin Owens would be the best.
Kevin Owens would be a good. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Kevin Owens would be a good for him.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn. You don't put him in the championship picture just yet.
What
you put him in
picture?
in like the United States title, because that's Raw, right? Now is Raw Intercontinental Raw? No, Intercontinental SmackDown. So US titles.
I mean, even our truth will be good for the rivalry.
I think
He's a creepy dude. He works with anyone.
Dexter Lumis is so great. He's not. I've never heard him talk. So
He doesn't talk.
you don't put him on the mic, but he talks through his mannerisms and through his facial expressions. Dexter Lumis is cool. He's great. We liked him.
He
a lot
didn't even
in
talk
NXT.
at his wedding.
Yeah.
He just nodded his head.
Yeah. So I don't like. Okay, that's a good one. I'd be interested to see how they use Dexter Lumis. I was worried that they wouldn't bring back too many people and not have a place. And then
AEW has half their roster pretty
I
much.
know.
AEW and Impact are taking the roster.
Yeah. So let's move on. So, SmackDown came on, and one of our, I don't know if it was our favorite group, but it was a breath of fresh air seeing them back in WWE.
First off, it was 2 jobbers in the ring.
Yeah.
Yep, 2 jobbers in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know why Hit Row re-debuted to SmackDown facing 2 jobbers. Although you would take down the tag.
He built up the confidence.
I guess.
Old WWF wrestlers always debut to a jobber, and they will be jobbers for another dozen matches, just because each town they would reach out to the local wrestling company and say, hey, send us 2 guys or 3 guys or whatever, or 2 girls and whatever. And they would always have squash matches with their young up and coming stars that they want to build some heat around. And I think that's what they're going to do with Hit Row, because Hit Row is essentially going to be a good tag team, because they're going to split up the Street Profits. We know that's happening.
Yeah.
And you got to replace them. So Street Profits, replace with Hit Row. We love Hit Row. They're very confident. They're very.
I think when you want to split the tag titles with the Usos, you let Hit Row compete for the SmackDown one.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know who would compete for the Raw.
And you can book them as babyface or heel. I think you make the decision. You kind of see naturally what the crowd is doing.
Face is better.
But they're going to sell a lot of merch. I can tell you now. It's going to be.
They're going to sell a bunch of merch.
They're going to sell a lot of merch. They're going to do a lot of TikTok stuff. It's going to be a lot of their videos are going to be galore, because they're young, they're hip, they know how to sway, and they're going to be in everything they could be in for WWE.
Who's your favorite member?
Was it Top Dollar, and what was the other one? Adonis. Mm-hmm. They all seem pretty cool to me, and B-Fab, and she's the mouth of it all. So
she is.
But she's a wrestler too.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But she enjoys that way more.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Yeah. So
Top Dollar.
You have another good talker on SmackDown for that matter. So I think it makes sense to just kind
of. Top Dollar is like a heavyweight. He could be like a Keith Lee if they push him well.
He made a diss track at WWE when they released him. But then, at the end, after they played, he's all like, but I didn't say too much because I know I'm going to be back there soon one day. Called the shot. And he made a diss track. Good for him. So I can't wait to see. We're going to watch some. I've never seen them in NXT. We got to watch some.
Oh, wait. We got someone that's not even on the list.
Oh, they came back?
No. Bray Wyatt.
Oh.
Why isn't he on the list?
Well, because so we know that he's coming back, but we just saw that. We just saw a report that Bray Wyatt will be back.
Yeah, with the WWE Championship.
Yeah, WrestleMania main events. Yeah.
WrestleMania main events?
Yep.
No, we don't want Roman versus the Fiend. We want Roman versus Rock.
I think Roman versus Rock is going to happen, but I think he might get Bray Wyatt versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh my. No, you do Karrion Kross versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania on day 1.
Everybody can't wrestle the main event at WrestleMania, just to let you know. There's 2 nights, so you have 2 main events.
You also need a woman though, so it's only 2.
Yeah, but I think you can put a woman on first, or you can put her on right before the main event. To wrestle at WrestleMania is huge, so. I do understand the main event part of it. I want a main event WrestleMania, but just to WrestleMania and then win a title WrestleMania, it's extraordinary.
They should do those battle royales that they do at WrestleMania. They used to.
Yeah.
They did it on SmackDown. They also had a cell match on SmackDown because they didn't have enough room to put it on the pay-per-view.
So each one of these persons we mentioned that came back, we actually said we wanted to see back in that episode. If you go back and watch, who do you want to see that hasn't come back yet? Keith Lee signed to AEW.
I want to see. I know this might be strange, but I want to see Miro crawl his way back.
Really?
He said he's getting less. He said he's getting less TV time than he was in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much is. AEW has much less.
And
TV
Jack
to
Swagger
offer.
Said that too.
They have less time. They have more wrestlers and less time to offer those wrestlers.
So who do you want to see?
That has been released. I'm trying to think who else has been released.
Braun Strowman would be a good one, but I think his time is done.
I'm not a huge Braun Strowman fan.
Come on, it's right there. It's right there. It's Nia Jax.
Oh, it is Nia Jax.
There.
I do want Nia Jax.
It's right there on the plate.
Yeah, I totally forgot about Nia Jax.
Oh,
I only want Nia Jax back.
I can't believe you forgot that.
I totally forgot about her. I don't think she's ever come back though. She had a great wrestling career. I think she's moving on to other things. Nia Jax is great. Sometimes she's gonna be a great actor.
She
or
was a
movie
model
star.
before she was in wrestling.
Yeah. Sometimes she's gonna be just fine without WWE in her life. So yes, but if we talk about someone that hasn't been released, I can't wait to see, who, in WWE as a heel, saying every crazy thing he can say. MJF.
I knew it.
MJF.
It was right there too.
Yeah. So that's it's great talk.
Yep. But also in October we will be having a special bracket.
Mm-hmm.
We will be having a movie franchise bracket.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons of them. We're gonna put the top 48 on big papers, and we're gonna have a whole bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the names that are down are Jurassic Park, one of the best franchises in history.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars, Ice Age.
Never seen it.
Some good. What?
Star Wars. Never seen it.
Me neither, but we gotta put it.
We'll talk to Keaton about that. There's another Keaton, by the way. There's a Keaton Jr. We'll talk to him about Star Wars. He loves Star Wars.
His twin.
So
we have a bunch of cool things. We're gonna keep advertising them. In October, we'll see which the best franchise.
Yeah.
Now, I think I named it already today, but we'll do it.
You think you named it already?
Yeah,
because you said Jurassic Park.
I think that might be the best,
All right,
especially
we'll
the newest movie. My gosh!
So
make sure you guys go like, follow, share. I haven't did it yet. Go subscribe and comment down below. Click. I can't believe I didn't did it, but do it. I forgot it.
Like, share, subscribe thing.
Yep.
That's okay. Follow us on Instagram. We're gonna get out of here.
We're gonna be having some polls on Instagram, so make sure you guys check it out.
Let's go take a nap. I'm so tired.
TV.
Vacation. See you later, guys.